The giant fist of Joe Louis announcing Detroit as the setting of our broadcast today. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. And it's KD in at the 3 spot. And for the Pistons, we've got McRae. Griffin is out there with John Henson. Then there's Derrick Rose. But we've seen some head coaching changes, Greg. We're early in the season. How long does it the Nets? Duncan's checked in. Goes up off the inbound. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
McRae passes to Galloway. And Henson kicks to McRae. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
And you know, Tissot has a multitude of sports stars and other celebrities as their spokespeople. They added another recently. Junior has come in to represent the brand.
Greg, you have to appreciate Junior's team for seeking out deals like this one with Tissot. He continues to look for opportunities to grow his name. Cobby's checked in for the Nets.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Galloway, the pass to Griffin. Over Junior. A nice shot by Griffin. Griffin's got 5.
You know, and that's his role. Galloway helping create that bucket with his passing.
Irving dishes to Junior. The 19-foot shot. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Pistons trailed by 7. Singletary covered by Irving. Pass to Griffin. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their point.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for LeVert. Right side, Griffin. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And the strength from the big man. Griffin just refusing to quit and muscling it in. Wow.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Luwawu's checked in.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Harris outside. To the inside. Junior kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. 4 on the clock. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Brown. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Brooklyn shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Now, here's Kennard. Out to the right wing. Galloway kicks to Brown. And a miss there on the triple.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Passes it to Harris. Now the pass to Duncan. Ring shot on the way. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Here's Griffin. No good. Shot missing. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Galloway. After the basket by Brooklyn. That one drops for him.
Galloway just so creative with his ability to get shots off. Not many can pull off that floater.
Dinwiddie outside. Duncan left side. Left side, Harris shoots over Griffin. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against the Chicago Bulls.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
The shot's good.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
And so Galloway with it. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. A 12-point game. Here's Kennard. No points in the game yet for him. From about 19 feet. And that's an air ball. Not even close.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now they need a basket.
Here's Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one uncommon.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
And here's Griffin after the three-pointer from Jamal Crawford. Nice D from Duncan.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Count it, good.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Galloway taking his time here. Outside Griffin. Looking to get back on track here. Second chance effort. Duncan with the block.
Oh, how about that hustle from Junior? Send it back.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Galloway. Just 5 to shoot.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the... You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Detroit, we've got Luke Kennard, Brown out there with Griffin, and it's Luke in at the power forward. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. For the Pistons, rebuild has been a dirty word. But with all their injuries last season, staying in the playoff picture was out of the cards. This summer, with their highest draft pick in over a decade, the Motor City is hoping it will be back in the fast lane soon. Guys?
Building up that talent base. Thank you, David. Kennard finds Griffin. Releases, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. John Henson's checked in for Detroit. Rose comes in for Langston Galloway, and a change for the Nets. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Joe Harris. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Pass to Prince. Lobs it up for Jordan. That's tipped. Kennard, the pass to Rose. And Jordan sends it back.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
The Nets have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. A step-back shot here. Prince misses. For Detroit, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Rose with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Kennard, the pass to Griffin. They could use a bucket. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Kennard, he's checked in for Griffin. Brown comes in for Jordan McRae. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Rose. And a new group in for the Nets. Junior's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Cobb comes in for Taurean Prince. Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Crawford in for Kyrie Irving. Pass to Henson. Duncan with the block. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Akers checked in for Henson. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Crawford outside. Pass to Harris. Fires from deep. Second shot opportunity. And Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
The pass to Kennard. Singletary. Dinwiddie covering. And it's blocked by Jordan. Junior dishes to Harris. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Detroit's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Jordan with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Singletary. Duncan with the block. Harris outside. And Duncan throws it down.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Back to Brown. Pistons passing it around. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. Here's Galloway. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Junior's got 9 rebounds now tonight. From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Brooklyn, sitting pretty as the quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, and a new group in for the Nets. Duncan, he's checked in for Jordan. Cobb comes in for Taurean Prince. Luwawu is checked in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for LeVert, setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Cobb. Also Duncan out there. Luwawu is out there with Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Brown outside. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer is right on target. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Dinwiddie outside. To the paint. Here's Junior. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Griffin with it. Guarded now by Duncan. Kennard against Dinwiddie. Basket counts. Kennard's got 5 points so far.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Here's Irving. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
They're just so smooth. Kyrie Irving identifying the opening and then letting it rip.
Pass to Griffin. Over Junior. Griffin's shot is off.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Detroit's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Outside Griffin. Pass to Kennard. Back to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Detroit gets called for the foul. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Here's Galloway. Cobb with the steal. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Cobb.
You can see Hendricks Cobb is really cooking right now. He is dominating the defense.
Harris against Kennard. He kicks to Galloway. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Nets have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. Both free throws good from Crawford. Now Kennard. He's got 5. Cobb with the steal. Crawford outside. Dinwiddie kicks to Crawford. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Pistons shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Dinwiddie finds Duncan. Goes up the baseline. Rebounded by the Pistons. Kennard with the ball. Poke loose. In transition, here come the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball.
He's got the hot hand, guys, and his teammates just keep feeding Junior.
Detroit's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Galloway. And that time, also a missed shot. Brooklyn's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Passes it to Maker. Kennard with the ball. Back to Maker. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Crawford, no one around him. That one falls, coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got assist number 8 here in this one already. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Kennard. Mikhailuk passes to Kennard. A nice shot by Mikhailuk. Mikhailuk's got his first bucket in this one.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Harris looking it over. Duncan. That shot off. And Detroit the other way now. And here's Kennard. Some solid defense from Harris.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And that one's good, Junior.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pistons shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Now, here's Kennard. He has 5. The pass to Mikhailuk. Now, here's Maker. Defense is right there. Kennard against Harris. 5 to shoot. Here's Galloway. Dinwiddie with some nice D. And so it's Brooklyn, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break.
And find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Maker. Doomboya is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Brandon Knight, and it's Galloway in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Clock at 6. Johnson dishes to Duncan. And the layup's good off the glass. Duncan's got 12 points in just the second half.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Right side, Knight. We know, Greg, the NBA is full of superstars, yet you can foul out of the game after 6 personal fouls, and some have suggested instead just tacking on an extra free throw when a player commits their 6th plus foul, and then they can stay in the game.
You know, I think something along those lines could make sense. No doubt it's tough to see the marquee player riding the bench because it's not just the 6th foul, right? In some coaches, you pick up 2 in the first quarter, you're done for the quarter. You pick up a 3rd in the second, you're done for the half.
Yes.
So I would like to see something, but I think it's got to also be fair. Maybe you get free throws and another possession. Maybe something along those lines might be in the best interest of the game.
I like that. Pass tonight. Maker kicks tonight. Over Crawford. Misses off the right iron. Brooklyn's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
And it's blocked by Jordan. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. KD's checked in for the Nets. inside. And Duncan gets it to go on the assist by Johnson.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.